Hey, baby.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you. She just left from break.
Just got it twisted up. Looking good. Looking good. Um, this is the first time in a long time we're not coordinated with our color scheme.
Shouldn't be that big of a deal.
I know it just looks weird because I have a pattern and you have a pattern. Oh well, it'll be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 106 of the Marriage Go Round podcast with your real life married couple hosts, Tanjareen and CT, who happen to be comedians. And on this show, we talk about dating, marriage, and funny relationship memes from our own monogamish point of view. Let's shout out the people who were in here first and get caught up on what we've been up to lately. And we won't have to be in here long. We got some stuff going on later tonight, so we don't have to do the whole hour. We can still end on time, but we started late because we've had a busy day. Okay? Wait, I feel like I'm closer than you are. Okay, let me back up, but I can't see. All right, so let's shout out. Let's see. Very first comment in the stream was from Jordan Taylor. It says, this show is going to be lots of fun, showing us that when you feel all alone, like no one understands what you're truly going through, you can always look up to Tangent CT, one of the best in my book. Thank you, Jordan Taylor.
It's a good book.
Very sweet of you.
It's a good book, boy. You understand me?
Boy. All right, then, boy.
It's a good book, boy.
Next comment comes from Autumn Reed. It says, marriage is like a never-ending game of Uno. A lot of back and forth, but every now and again, you throw out something wild just to spice it up. Let's go, MGR. One episode closer to 500.
So what?
To 500.
You know what's
skipped
wild?
right over 200 and said 500. That is hilarious.
She said Uno. That really made me think about the squad. I miss playing Uno with them, and I remember I was saying, "Yo, let's play Uno." I remember at one point I know they were Uno'd out, and I was like, "All right, let me stop."
You were doing it every night. You had a little Uno addiction. What's up, Isaac? What's up, Cobra Tay?
The Uno addiction is still there. I just don't want to bother anybody.
Hi, mommy. Mama Marine is
Barbara,
in the building.
Martin. I thought about you earlier, Barbara. How you doing? I didn't get to text you and say, "Hey, how are you?" Checking on you, but I want you to know that thought is in my head.
All right. Well, we appreciate the way that you love on your baby Barbara.
Yeah, she's the best.
Both of them are looking very nice on today's show. Thank you, Jordan Taylor. Lexus Tangerines looking all fancy. Y'all must have some plans for later. We do have plans for later.
You want to go change shirts?
Can you put on just a black t-shirt?
There it is. I knew you were about to say yes.
All right. I'll just entertain y'all while he's gone. Because, you know, I need the thumbnails and I need the show to like have a nice synergy and aesthetic to it. Are you mocking me from downstairs? Anyways, y'all, I have had a day. I've had a month and it's only April 2nd. I've been so busy for the last few weeks. Let me see. If you're in my paid side of Instagram, then you may have seen some of the stuff you saw when we went to dinner with Martin a couple weeks ago. We get to do that again in another couple of weeks for another special occasion. But Friday that just passed, I drove about 70 miles to do a comedy show in the city of San Bernardino. It was actually a women's empowerment fundraiser. They paid me very well to drive all the way out there, but it took me 3.5 hours to get there, and it should have only taken an hour and 10, but it was a Friday. So I was really tired driving out there, had high energy for all the hours of the event, drove back. The next day I drove 60 miles in another direction to go to my little nephew's baseball game in Oxnard, drove back. Then the next day drove to Pasadena, which is halfway to the San Bernardino location. I went there for a comedy show. No, the comedy show was the same day as the game. And then I went to Pasadena twice. I don't remember the second time. Oh, we had a triple dinner date at a movie theater that has dine-in food, nice food while you watch the movie. We saw the new Jason Statham movie with 2 other couples, but that was in Pasadena, and CT was coming from the podcast, so I had to drive myself. I'm driven out, and today I drove all the way to Marina Del Rey, which took an hour and 17 minutes to go do career day. I love speaking at career days. If you guys are teachers or work in education and you have a career day, hit me up because I love to go and talk to the kids. I love to mentor. I love to life coach, all that stuff. So I spoke to them about being actors, being healthy, all the things earlier today on 3 hours of sleep. And then we're going to dinner later today. So I don't think I'm wearing this. I just put this on for the show. This is my second wardrobe change for the day. But a girl is tired. As soon as this is over, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap because I did not go to sleep last night. and I thought I would take a nap before the show, and I did not get a chance to. But Autumn Reed said the plaid was giving hood romance vibes. Autumn Reed, you're hilarious. Oh, Tanjareen, that movie trailer though. Oh, thank you, Lexi Lex. I did post on the Patreon the movie trailer that I'm not supposed to have. So I'll stop talking about it. But I have another one to post. So thank you for everybody who's a part of Team Reen, which are the paid subscribers. I definitely told you to go get black.
I was looking for black.
All you have is black. What are you doing with enough? You went from blue to blue. You had one job. You had one job. Get a black shirt.
I couldn't find a black sweater.
Why did it need to be a sweater? You got all these guns out. Sun's out, guns out. We can't see the guns? Look at that.
Can you leave me alone?
I will never leave you alone. Don't you ever forget that. I will never leave you alone. Went from blue to blue, ladies and gentlemen. But at least it's not as much of a pattern. I don't have my lip balm on yet because I want to kiss my baby. Hi. All right. So basically, I've told you guys what I've been up to. Hey, Tanjareen, where have you been? What's up, Reggie Jackson? I just explained where I've been. If you missed it, please rewind. Can't hear a thing. That would be crazy if I've been talking this whole time and y'all can't hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. LA traffic will have you feeling tired. Yes, exactly. Just trying to get on the freeway. Yes, you're absolutely right. Autumn Reed lives about, what, 6-hour drive from here? Mom, turn the volume up. I think everybody else can hear us, right? Y'all can hear me, right?
Thank you, Jordan.
What CT has on doesn't look all that bad. Oh, that's a compliment? It doesn't look all that bad. Thank you, Jordan. Okay, they said they can hear me. So I just gave you a rundown of what I've been up to for just the last 5 days. And I am out of my mind driving, and I'm not done because tomorrow I have a show with BT Kingsley in San Diego. That's a 3.5-hour drive they needs me to do the driving for and then driving back. So my driving life doesn't end.
You should ask him, can y'all drive his car?
I'll talk to you about why we can't after we get off the air.
God.
Exactly.
He has 3.
Exactly. So anyways, what have you been up to, baby?
Me?
It's your turn. Maybe I'll go get your black shirt while you talk. You got black t-shirts upstairs. You want one?
You know what? Why don't you get my black sweater out of the suitcase in the green room?
Oh, at this point, it's fine. Nah, the clip's gonna look weird. Okay, no.
So, guys, what have I been up to? Today is Wednesday. It's been a very crazy couple of days, okay? So first, when we go back from last week, we didn't get a chance to do last week's episode because we were both busy. Wow. First, let me read some of these comments to catch up. Whose job was it to keep CT closet color coordinated? Yeah, appreciate it. Coded. Sorry, misquoted you. Oh, you really did grab it too. All right.
I'm quick.
Hey, Big Meech, appreciate that love, fam. What have I been up to, Tanjareen?
You haven't told him yet?
I don't remember.
Oh, baby. Well, the Little Kev show is doing well. You guys know he plays the Reverend on that show. It's about little Kevin Hart growing up. It's really funny. I'm almost done with the season. He's been on the road. We didn't do the show last week because we had a get together. We've been doing a lot of double dates lately. We had a date night, games night, chit chat night at our house last Wednesday. And that's why we didn't do the show, because we planned it so last minute. We had a private chef hook up some food. I had to get the house ready. And so we decided to take last week off. But we're back this week. Oh my God, we look so good. Oh, thank you. This reminds me, let's start right here at this minute, 9 minutes and 18 seconds with the thumbnail. Cheese, cheese, cheese. And now it's time for the theme song. You ready, baby?
Hit the button. I'm always ready when you can hit the button.
Here's the theme song, you guys. Even though we are 9 minutes into the show, it is a compilation of when we used to sing it live. Are you ready for the theme song? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Marriage go round.
Marriage go round. Tanjareen and CT. Marriage go round. Cause it's married things and things are rock. Married things and things are rock. The real relationship podcast.
Blah, 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 blah.
Pew, 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 pew. Boop, 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 boop. Pew, 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 pew. What's the matter, baby?
It gets longer every time you do it.
Pew, 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 pew. This This is the remix. Braka, braka. Yeah. You're so amazing.
I'm a good co-host.
You're a great co-host. I didn't watch it with the sound on the last 2 episodes. To watch it with the sound on and see how annoyed you are periodically, whoever edited that, kudos to her. Because
we just know it's to her, huh?
We know it's to her. And her name probably sounds like a fruit. But you were hilarious in the clips that she chose because you were so frustrated. And then you'd have energy. Then you go back to frustrated.
You know what I think I find funniest about you?
What, baby? You
don't care when people aren't into something. You just
I care.
Keep your plan on track.
If we went by caring, we would literally do nothing for our entire lives but sit around the house and watch TV.
It's not a bad thing. TV got some good stuff on it.
There's just got to be more to life, or bills don't get paid.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a simple guy. I grew up in Detroit. I am a homebody. I enjoy the fine things, the simpler things. You go out and get something to eat every couple of days, you know what I mean? Watch a movie.
You don't even like going out to eat. You like to have it delivered here so we can eat on the couch while watching TV.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
What's the point in paying all of the money for a place to stay if you're going to do everything outside the house?
I get that. We
got outside at home.
We got outside at home.
You go outside right now and come back in the house.
We got outside at home.
Got your little roof. You can just be on the roof.
I am so grateful for this house.
Really?
I didn't tell you this week. Or no, I probably did tell you this week, but I didn't tell you today. But I told you last night how grateful I am and how well you take care of me.
I really appreciate that.
Why'd you laugh?
Because you say that sentence, I really appreciate how you take care of me.
How well you take care of me.
Thank you so much.
Why is that funny?
Because I am taking care of you. I've never thought about it like that. I am taking care of you. I never said that out loud. That's crazy to even say. I take care of you like you are a child or something like that.
Yes.
You have not a worry in the world, but every day you got your little office hours and we can't kick it until you're done. But I am taking care of you.
Because we've talked about this before. If I don't also do some work, you lose respect for me and you start to talk down on me. This has happened in the past.
Let's give it a shot.
We've done it before.
That was the pandemic. That was completely different.
You have been so demeaning if I'm not handling my own business as the confident boss woman that you fell for. So I have to be able to do both. Get you a woman that can do both. I'm a Gemini, so I have to be able to sit around and kick it, but also be the woman you admire for being so powerful and important and having things to do. Of course you can.
Respect you from here to the moon. You know, you're amazing. You are super confident, super powerful businesswoman. I've seen what you've done.
Oh, that's enough.
You proved your point. Okay, now it's time to sit down. Let's watch the TV, cook me something to eat, and let's just ride out the next 40.
So for the next 40, you don't want me to work?
I mean, if you happen to book something, great. Then I can sit down. But if not, we got to finish Severance.
So for Severance, for the TV show Severance on Apple TV,
yeah,
you want me to just sit around and watch TV and cook for you, which I do love cooking for you, and not handle any other business. So you're going to take care of the other bills the other little incidentals like hair, nails, car, gas. I mean, not car, but gas and all that. You're going to take care of all of that too.
You should probably keep making some videos.
Wait, you just told me to sit around. Which one is it? Because I do have a lot of stuff that I pay for on my own that I don't bother you about.
Cool. Keep it going.
All right, folks. Now that we are in harmony with our outfits, and Bandersnatch says, feels like an argument to me.
Bandersnatch is here? Where have you been?
Here. Let's see. Lexi Lex says she loves being taken care of. LOL. She's showing her appreciation for you, CT. Exactly. And he's laughing at my face.
I'd appreciate some eggs.
Esils says live and recorded theme song is like a seafood restaurant by the sea selling frozen fish. Frozen fish sticks. Let's renegotiate this when the contract ends.
Selling frozen fish. That's funny.
By the sea.
By the sea.
Selling frozen fish sticks.
While the salmon is spawning. Salmon jumping out the water. Like, get your fish sticks, man.
First of all, he could have left it at frozen fish, but fish sticks just seem so low budget. It's so funny.
You know, I remember the day I stopped liking fish sticks. I had to be like 11, and my mom brought them home, and I bit into one. I was like, I think I'm done here. From that moment on, I didn't do fish sticks.
Nothing good about that. Let me see. Autumn Reed says, Tan said, my office hours are 9 to 5. Just respect them. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Autumn Reed. CT sounds like he misses the other shirt he had on. Hey, Jordan Taylor, don't bring up old stuff, okay? He's looking good. We looking good together. I know you're just kidding, Jordan Taylor, because you're all positive. Esils isn't feeling it, huh? He is not. He is not. Okay, you guys.
First of all, let's just talk about the fact that the blue shirt that I had on, the flannel that y'all didn't like with the pattern because it didn't match her, I hadn't been able to fit that shirt in 4 years. So the fact that I've been able to, let's celebrate, you know? And the blue sweater that I just took off was extra baggy. Now, if you look back at previous episodes when I've worn that sweater, you know, it was way more snug.
So 1, you look amazing in blue, any blue.
Thank you.
2, we're going to give you a replay with that when I'm wearing something that complements it. So we look good together as a couple. And 3, I like when the sweater's a little snug because I want to see the biceps, but congratulations on losing the weight.
And here's the thing. It's not even a weight loss. It's just weight redistribution because it's like.
Congratulations on the weight redistribution.
But you want the weight to be off. You know what I mean? You want to see like super low numbers on the scale, but you're like, fam.
Oh, wait a minute. Guy Trip told us to check the Cash App. Wait a minute. Guy Trip. This was, my bad, Guy Trip. This was a minute. First of all, Cobra Tay hit us up first.
Cobra Tay.
This one says, for one of the best comedians I'll ever know, $25.32. I appreciate that 32 cents. I'm not sure what it's about.
You're real.
But I want to thank you, Cobra Tay, for sending us some help. You have now sponsored this segment of the show. These kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. And then I'm going next because it was not Cobra Tay who told me to check the Cash App. It was Guy Tripp. He sent $25. He has sponsored this episode just like he did last time, Guy Tripp, and his beautiful wife, Frances. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. Sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. These kisses are just for you, Guy Trip.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We got sponsors.
Thank you so much. We appreciate sponsors. We love it. Super chats are open. If you prefer to do it through YouTube, you can hit us. And I'm not going to keep going live on Facebook, but the Facebook stars are open right now if you would like to donate over there. No pressure.
When is going to be the finale for Facebook?
They already started to delete videos and were telling me about it every day. Hey, the video from 29 days ago is getting deleted tomorrow. So whenever you pick a date. I'll just stop going live over there. Is anybody on Facebook now? My mom is on Facebook. Who else is on Facebook? Taisha's on Facebook. What's up?
Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson's on Facebook?
Yeah, you just passed his name.
Oh, well, I definitely need to change my contact.
There goes another one, Reggie Jackson.
Right above that comment. Love to see it. Oh, there's Reggie. Okay, so y'all, please also be able to log into YouTube because I'm tired of Facebook not liking live videos. So.
Man, you smell good. That's the scent.
Thank you, baby.
That's the one.
Thank you.
You know what?
What?
You on your way. You the next Lenny Bruce. You going to the top.
Thank you. All right, so this is a podcast, like I said, episode number 106. We talk about relationships. We talk about marriage. We talk about dating. We look at funny relationship memes. We're a real life married couple. What's up?
Eddie Murphy is the king. He's the king of comedy.
He's great.
Everybody points out Richard Pryor. Without Richard Pryor, you don't have Eddie Murphy. Without the other brother, we wouldn't have Richard Pryor. But
which other brother?
He had a show.
What kind of show?
One of them was A Different World. Anyway, so it's like Eddie's just the king. He's the GOAT.
The pudding guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Eddie's the GOAT, man. And then comes Martin Lawrence. So it's like, dude. To be as great as Eddie Murphy is, and to still be great is unheard of.
Thank you for that sidebar.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy is the greatest. We are comedians. We do love and respect him. Lexi Lex says, shout out to you, CT, for not giving up on the old fit and for getting fit enough for it. Yes, amen to that. Taisha says, nice chandelier. Somebody said, you can tell we're married by how fast I got your sweater. Here it is. Aaron Smith. You can tell they're married by how fast Tanj got the shirt. My wife stayed doing the same thing. Exactly. I knew where it was. He told me where it was. See, relationships. Got a couple things to talk about. He's still laughing. What you laughing at now?
Let me say, hey, could you go get that pot and put some eggs in it? I don't know where it is.
You say all this like I didn't make you a delicious pancake. It was almond butter, chocolate chip. Did you realize that?
You don't think I knew? So delicious.
So you talking to them as if I didn't make you a breakfast.
It was fire.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. And if we'd stop going out on all these dinner dates, I would cook some more. I got the food in there, but we keep going on dates.
I stopped my sentence earlier today when you came home. I was like, hey, are you still gonna make that? And I was like, oh, that's right, we're going. And then tomorrow I'm out. But I'm
out too. We both going out of town to do shows. I'm just not going as far as you.
Yeah.
So I love to cook. Please don't look at a segment of this and be like, dang, Tanjareen don't even cook for this man and he's taking care of her. Please don't spread that rumor. Please don't spread that rumor. All right, let me look at my Discord. You know, we both have hey, your face is saying too many things right now.
What is it saying?
Your face is saying too many things.
What is it saying?
Turn your face down. Turn it down. Oh, let me look for this social. Okay, Discord. You can read that while
I hope their date went very well. The two of them needed to spend time with each other, knowing how much they love each other. That's very kind of you to say.
Jordan Taylor's the best. So there was. Oh, okay, got it. Me in IG under Vernon. Well, that's kind of easy because I don't have a lot of Vernons following me.
Vernon Facundo.
All right, so
Facundo.
In my Discord, which we each have our own separate Discords, I have a marriage go-around room, and there is a question from Green Ranger that I did not get to a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to ask you guys here and get your opinion. It says, Green Ranger, what'd you say? Green Ranger in my Team Tanjareen Discord wrote a question in the marriage go-around room that
what do you say?
Question, if your spouse or significant other doesn't want to do a specific smash activity, is it okay to get that specific act from another? So that's the first question today on Marriage Go Round.
Green Ranger has that?
Green Ranger, who's happily married with 2.5 kids, wants to know, if your significant other won't do something adult for you, something specifically that you're into, is it okay to get that from another person?
He about to get put out.
He asked me this a couple weeks ago. I forgot about it one week. We didn't do the show the next week. I'm bringing it up this week.
What's your answer?
What is your answer? I say absolutely yes. Do what you need to do to make sure you're happy. Now, honestly, I think you should be able to talk about it with the person that you're with, because the person that you're with should have first right of refusal in the contract of marriage, which is a very important bond that's supposed to last until you guys pass away. So you should definitely talk about this and find out why they don't want to do it. Maybe there's some deep traumatic thing about it, and ask them how they would feel if you happen to get it with someone else, and try your best to respect their answer. But if it's that important to you, it could be a deal breaker. It could be a deal breaker. What do you say, babe?
Good answer. We'll go with that.
No, give me your real answer.
No, that's a great answer.
That lets me know that it's not your answer. So what's your answer?
There's certain things I can't say on the internet because they last forever. And I've already been far too reckless over the past 100 episodes. And I shan't be that way for the next coming.
Nah, 10. We got to continue to 10, 500. This is the road to 500. Autumn Reed, who's Team CT, said 500.
500 minutes.
Okay.
That's about.
I might have forgotten to say
episodes.
that this show is about dating, marriage, and funny relationship means from our own monogamish point of view. What's your answer?
Is it okay if you outsource?
I think great summary.
Is it okay if you outsource a physical need in your relationship? I think that depends on your relationship, and I think it depends on the dynamic of who is making the world turn.
So basically, if the person that pays the bills wants a certain thing, he gets a certain thing from you, or he outsources it. If the person who's being taken care of has needs that aren't being met by the person paying the bills, too bad. Is that what you just said?
Is that what you feel? I mean, I'll go with that. If that's what you feel, I'm gonna just agree with that.
Please, no.
That's a great summary. Who's
no. You're not gonna tell me that's what you said.
You said that. I didn't say any of that.
You said it.
I just walked in. Great
you
combo.
You said it
great
depends
combo.
on the dynamic of the relationship.
You know what Reggie said? He said he lost his wife of 43 when he tried to date. When I tried to date my daughters, don't like it. What should I do? I lost my wife of 43 when I tried to date my oh, now I get it.
There's a period. He needs a period in there.
He lost his wife of 43 years, or when she was 43. I'm sorry for your loss, brother. Then he says, when he tries to date, comma, my daughters don't like it, comma, what should I do?
Okay, that's a separate question.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get back to the question we're actually talking about, because you didn't answer it.
You answered that.
But then we'll get back to Reggie Jackson and his woes. Taisha says, I walked in on a great combo. Yes, you did. She says, ooh.
Lex says, I feel like if you into BDSM and your spouse isn't, that's something y'all should have talked about way before it got to that point. Facts. But if it's agreed upon to outsource, then that's a solution. Oh, looks like Lexi's down for the outsource too.
Okay, so Lexi,
that shocked me.
If you're new to the show, Lexi is the wife of Green Ranger who asked the question. So it seems like she's cool with the outsourcing. I agree. If somebody's into something really, really kinky, you guys should have discussed that before you got married. But he didn't say marriage. He just said significant other or spouse. So you could have just been dating a person for maybe a year. Or maybe, when you're first dating somebody, you might be dating a couple people. Maybe that other person taught you some really wild stuff that you want to carry into the rest of your other relationships. And the person that you really love is who you decide to be exclusive with. And you're like, yeah, I cut everybody off, but I'm going to need you to do that thing I like.
Two things. Nice nails. That's number one. Number two.
Thank you.
I don't know if you realize, Lexi just told us the Green Ranger's in the BDSM. And she ain't trying to get tied up or beaten. So she's like, yeah, go beat somebody else up. Yeah, I'm good. You didn't tell me you was into that when we was in high school. So I'm so great.
They've been together a long time, you guys. Yeah. I can't imagine that this is a question that's coming from their actual relationship. It might just be something that they heard somebody else discussing.
No, that's the. I was asked several times over the course of my life from different women to smack them or choke me or smack me, and I'm like, I'm not that guy, baby girl. One, I don't know my own strength. Let's start there.
This might be a tragedy.
This is not how the story ends. You know what I'm saying? Number two is imagine explaining that when everybody's calmed down physically. Everybody's got to where they needed to go, and now you in the streets with a bruise on your face. Then it's like, no. She like that. Mm-mm.
Same thing happens if it goes all the way to a fatality. How do you explain that to her family?
I think there was a story that you read here. Was it a couple of weeks ago where the woman, yep, it was you. The woman was an OnlyFans personality, and one of her clients, it ended.
Oh, yes.
Poorly.
He had a fixation. She strangled him.
Yeah.
It was a fatality.
Not a family know what he into.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Imagine looking at your grandson differently like that.
Woo. Oh, my mom says it must be the area she's in. She can't hear a thing on Facebook or YouTube. Oh, mommy, turn the volume up on your phone, maybe.
Turn volume up or
on both sides. There's a button on the side, and then when you swipe down, turn that one up.
Also, maybe reset your close your app.
First of all, I'm talking to her. She can't hear it. Duh. Somebody go tell my mama what we said.
Type that in the comments.
Guy Trip says.
He says, my wife can have as many girlfriends as she wants. Different experience I can never give her. I don't get no taco rubbed together. I'm just saying. I don't got no taco to rub together.
Now.
I didn't know she was in the girls, but that's what's up, man. Happy for you both.
Well, she's in the military, so she could have, you explore when you're out of town. But I don't know that he's saying.
Oh, people explore when they're out of town, huh?
Yeah, don't you explore when you out of town this weekend, right?
Yeah.
You gonna explore?
Explore trying to see my little sister. Yeah, that's about it.
That's sweet. I hope you get to see her.
Me too.
Love her. Guy Trip, are you telling us that your wife does things? Or are you saying if she did, you wouldn't care?
Right.
We all up in your business because we nosy up in here.
We are nosy.
Y'all skipped Green Ranger's original comment about this. It wasn't about us.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Yeah. I can't find it. Yes, lucky right now. What's Taisha saying? Okay. What's up, Jay Horn? How
Jay
you doing?
Horn. What's up,
Jay Horn, incredible filmmaker, also my fraternity brother, also a married Black love in the house.
I was about to accidentally throw up the hooks, and I would have meant no disrespect. It's just such, you see them do it, and that's how
I know.
That's how white people feel when they hear saying the N-word. Is they be like, "But you do it," and I would never publicly do that, Jay Horn.
Publicly. So what does that mean? You do it privately?
What?
You are full of not answering questions today.
You're out of control, Tanjareen.
I'm out of control because you purposely said
you're out of control.
Publicly. Do CT got bars? That's a random thing to ask on our marriage podcast.
No, but I have a friend who has an album out. His name's BT King. I'm sorry, Mr. Kingsley.
Mr. Kingsley. Guy Trip says maybe.
See?
I love it. Like I said, she was in the military. And
she's a beautiful woman. But you know what? She's very unassuming because of them glasses. Mm-hmm. So I can see her getting by under the radar and nobody would know. Yes.
You need to get CT on the next Black Panther movie. My guy stays fresh, Novej Speed says. Yeah, he just got his hair twisted right before the show. That's why we pushed it back half an hour to finish that appointment. It's looking good.
I wouldn't mind being in Black Panther. Speaking of Black Panther 1, you notice the guy from Get Out who won the Oscar for Judas and the Black Messiah. I thought his role would have been bigger. Like he would have been doing some action stuff because he was fresh off of Get Out in that movie. I would like to play a recurring villain in the superhero universe. I love DC. I watch a lot of Marvel stuff. That would be dope.
I thought you wanted to be the guy in the chair. When they come in to find out, the technical stuff, the guy in the chair has it all on the computer screen. He goes, no, he went that way. Let me crack this code.
That's on TV. In movies, I want to throw people around.
I like throwing people around. Which reminds me, I have a movie coming out in May, and I'll let you guys know the date on my Patreon because it hasn't been announced yet.
We're going to do a viewing party?
Hopefully some kind of screening.
Speaking of parties, been getting the question about if we're doing the team takeover.
Yes, I was asked again this morning, but you were asleep, so I couldn't ask you.
If we're doing the team takeover, I feel like this. I feel like it's far too last minute to do a team takeover. However, I would like to officially invite anyone that wants to come to LA for my birthday weekend. My birthday is May 9th. The 10th and 11th, I will be shooting my comedy special. I am only saying those details until more are available. And it'll be a whole weekend. So my birthday will be that Friday, I believe. The 9th is a Friday.
Perhaps. So
that Thursday night, we could do something. That Friday, we could, do some stuff. And then that Saturday and that Sunday, filming my special. But that Saturday might be one of those days. I know we got to do some backstage stuff. So people will be available to be a part of that. And yeah.
I will let you guys know that you guys know his birthday. Excuse me. I will remind you guys his birthday's in May. My birthday's in May. Our anniversary's in May. Memorial Day is in May. And Mother's Day is in May. So there's a lot of things to coordinate on our calendar, calendars, and he's also going in and out of town a lot. But because we know he's doing that special that weekend, and we also know that's the same weekend as Mother's Day, maybe we can hang out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you guys can be back home to be with your moms or be mothers to whoever. So let us know if you guys are interested in coming. We maybe won't call it the takeover, but I know Latasha wanted to come. She wanted to get some days off work. She wanted to know what the date was.
But if you happen to stay on Mother's Day, that's the day I'm shooting the special. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was the day before.
That's what I'm saying. I'm shooting, the interviews and stuff are the 10th, and then the shooting and stuff is the 11th.
Why would they do that? All right, well, obviously I'll be there, and my mama will too. All right, so let me read some of these comments back, and then, Autumn Reed said she gave her answer to the question, if your partner wants to do something kinky that you don't want to do, is it okay for you to go get somebody else to do it for you? Autumn Reed put in the comments that she put her answer here.
As long as there ain't no train, you gotta welcome her back home to that. Hey, what's up, baby? How's your weekend? Oh, we had a good time. Who's the we? Me, Keyshawn, Mike, James. Like,
that's crazy. But you said I could go do what I wanted to do if I just came back to you. So Autumn Reed says on the Discord, she gave her answer. She says, I think it depends on the activity and the reasons why you want it and why they're saying no. For example, if you want it up the butt, I'll word it that way, either receiving or giving, and your partner says no, have a discussion about the reasons of what compromises can be achieved. Also, decide if this act is something you absolutely must have or if it's just something you want to try. If it's a must-have act, crosses your partner's hard boundaries, then it may be a sign that you're not completely smash compatible. And that may mean that your relationship needs to end, and it may make your partner more agreeable to you seeking out other partners for fulfillment. I need some water. For example, if you require hardcore BDSM, there we go with that again, you're with scat/WS play. Y'all know what all this stuff means?
Scat play is
of course you know.
Excrement. I have conversations.
I'm not gonna ask.
People tell me stuff.
Excrement play. While dressed in a latex bunny suit, your spouse might definitely agree you need to find another person for that. Woo! I agree with that. Autumn Reed, thank you for saying it here. I know you didn't want to have to retype all of that.
If I'm into something that I can't tell Tanj, then it just won't get told to her. Like certain stuff, like when we had the conversation about what is your what's in your search.
Yeah, well, you still won't tell me.
And I won't.
So what was the point you just said? If I have something that I can't tell Tanj.
Yeah, it's along that conversation. It's like if you're in a relationship with something, that's a lot of the reason people don't tell people stuff. It's like one, eternal judgment, or two, they're like the shame. It's like eating a cookie at 3 a.m. when you're on a hardcore diet. You'd be like, I'm so ashamed.
And the funny thing is, I never judge you for anything. So that's why I'm surprised that you don't want me to know. But I will find out one of these days. Type in 6 round chicks for me.
Good luck.
So Green Ranger told us earlier, he says, I was just asking. I have 3 kids. So she's doing exactly what I like. Shout out to Lexi Lex. 3 kids.
3 of them.
All right, now let's go back to you trying to read that guy's comment, Reggie Jackson's, and Lexi Lex says punctuation is very important. Green Ranger said, boy, punctuation was whooping his ass, LMAO. So let's get back to that.
I should never have to create. And also, I'm not trying to be funny because that was a very vulnerable thing that he shared, and I really appreciate that.
It was just hard to understand.
Man.
All right, so he says now everybody thinks I'm Christian Grey. Thanks, Lexi. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. You know what's funny?
Let's answer his question. Go ahead, baby.
Which question?
The one that Reggie Jackson asked about his wife. He said he lost his wife at 43. I'm thinking you mean that you were married for 43 years, so you must be an older gentleman, and now your daughters don't like when you try to date somebody else. So what should you do? You
got to sit them down and have a conversation. It's different for a widower than it is for a widow. Widows are the women where a lot of times we'll tell our parents like, hey, look, he will want you to be happy. Go on ahead and date somebody. You know what I mean? Like after my father passed, I wasn't mad at all about my bonus mother, my stepmom, if she were to date anybody, because he would have wanted that. And I think she waited an amount of time that was respectful. It wasn't like it was a couple of months. But a man, it might be a couple of months. It's just different. Men are not the healthiest creatures mentally and emotionally. Okay. Yes. So if a woman is gone, it's like sometimes the only thing that can help him get over that is trying to fill a void that can never be filled.
You speaking bars over here, baby.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I cried to you 4 years ago or something like that. Someone had lost their lady. And I cried because I was like, I just couldn't imagine my life without you.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
I was like, oh, he loved me.
And I was just like, wow, like as much as you can laugh and joke about, oh, Tanj, or whatever, I could not picture you literally being gone. And I wouldn't want to picture that. I would be a wreck, in between times where I'm with these girls. But it's like that.
There's my baby. He's back. Can't even figure out how to heat up your own food or do your own laundry.
That's what I'm saying. The quiet time, I'm destroyed.
Yeah, but the other times, you're destroying them. Hey, see what I did there? All right.
You were out of control.
But it was funny.
It was very funny. I'm never going to take that from you.
Thank you, baby. You didn't laugh, but I appreciate it. Okay, Green Ranger says, CT can't be the guy in the chair. They only give those roles to 3 specific black dudes. The fat dude, the Poindexter, and the guy with the big afro. Laughing emoji, skull head emoji. He had an afro, he had glasses, and he told us a few episodes that he used to be obese. So maybe he missed his opportunity.
I was morbidly obese. You know when I was morbidly, you know when it was really bad?
No.
The first 6 months of the pandemic. Because I was carrying the fat from before the pandemic into the pandemic.
And all we were doing was ordering food every day.
The greatest food of all the foods.
Yeah, that's when we were having like mashed rolls delivered to the house from Beverly Hills, which is not a close city at all, you guys.
I was so rich.
Oh my God. We were rolling in the dough. I was rich too.
You were?
We were separately, equally rich.
Yes.
Oh well. Now I'm just kept.
Yeah, you are.
All right. So
if anybody got the info on a plug somewhere, I'm trying to flip some work. Get them keys.
You don't even sound right saying that.
I ain't got to sound right as long as they buy it.
How much is a gram worth, CT?
A K. 1K.
A gram is worth a K? How much is a kilo worth?
2K. Give you 2K, you give me 2 grams. You know what I'm saying? Give me a kilo. That's
please, no plug. Reach out to him. We will be nothing. We will be murked messing around with you and your man.
Nothing.
Oh my God.
Got the streets on lock. 17.5 for a key.
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's how much it is. It's 17.5. I remember listening to GC. It's 17.5.
Oh, inflation, baby. Inflation. Yeah. Audrey wants to know from Reggie Jackson, how old are the daughters? Which is what I was wondering too. But either way, if he was with his wife 43 years, then kids is grown and they need to mind their business. If they are adults, they need to mind their there it is. They need to mind their own business. I love it. If they're kids, sit them down, have a conversation, let them know that they come first, but you want adult time.
No, he come first.
Hey, I like that. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Hey, I can't with y'all. I'm in tears laughing. What's up, Big Meech?
Big Meech.
Speaking of keys and grams, Big Meech over here. Daughters had to see you moving on. It's their loss. It's like they lost.
They hate to see you moving on.
Okay, you read it because I really need to switch my.
Daughters hate to see you moving on. It's like they lost you now that their mom is gone.
Exactly. Thank you, Aaron Smith. Green Ranger says, DoorDash Mastros Light Flex.
In 2020. Not 2025.
All right, pick a number between 1 and 5. I'm going to read from 6 Brown Chicks from something they posted today anonymously about relationship advice. 3. All right, let's see. I have not read this first. My contacts are blurry, so wish me luck.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
Thank you.
Question 3. First of all, I'm grateful that I have a husband because he supports me with the $ for the S for supports.
Okay.
But his oncologist said that his prostate cancer spread everywhere and he had maybe 2-3 months to live. That was 5 months ago. I've been meeting his future replacements and spending his money, assuming he would check out before the bills arrive.
Oh, no.
I'm pregnant by one of the guys I'm seeing. And the bills are piling up.
Oh!
One afternoon, my husband's doctor and the hospital's attorney called and revealed his prostate was healthy.
Ha!
The lab mislabeled the test.
Oh!
And the other patient has since passed.
Oh!
He was given a small settlement. Meanwhile, I'm walking around pregnant and we haven't had sex in months.
Ha!
Time is not on my side. Help.
She is busted. What is your advice for this young lady who could not wait for her husband to kick the bucket before she went and cheated on him, spending his money with the next man?
One suggestion for advice. This is a 2-part of the advice.
Okay.
Apologize and run. In that order.
With the baby?
I mean, it's not his.
Do you wait for the baby to be born?
No, they haven't had it in months. It's not his.
That is so embarrassing. But
small settlement.
Well, if you have a prostate issue, I was gonna say he probably couldn't get her pregnant, and maybe the baby could be a blessing. But he actually doesn't have a prostate issue, so
he doesn't have one. But that means that they haven't had. I mean, because on his mind,
because he thought that he couldn't. I mean, because he wasn't probably thinking in that.
And or who knows that he was or wasn't going through chemo treatments. Hence the small settlement.
More money coming his way, and you don't deserve any of it because you're a lousy heifer.
It's only gonna replace what she took.
That is a shame.
Yeah.
Women like that give us such a bad name because most of us are really, really genuinely good people that will help a man who's down on his luck and build him up and create him into being like a congressman or a senator or, the supervisor in his career. And then there's women like her who were lucky enough to have a man to spend his hard-earned money to take care of her. And when he was down on his luck, she disrespected him.
Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. He was given 2 to 3 months to live.
She couldn't wait.
She couldn't wait.
Bitch couldn't wait 90 days.
To audition his replacement, she said. You can't wait 90 days to audition his replacement?
Crazy.
Let there actually need to be a replacement.
That's crazy.
He wasn't even fully sick, and she was like, "Oh, I gotta do something about this." Woo!
Listen, when your prostate kicks out, I'm just playing. I'm not even gonna speak that on you, but that's crazy. She is out of pocket. Let me read this. He said Reggie Jackson said his daughters are 38 and 40. Oh yeah, don't even worry about them, bro.
Yeah, man, live your life.
They are just haters. That's crazy.
Well, they have their entire lives. They only saw him with their mom, so I get it. But they're old enough now to be parents and probably grandparents if their kids are reckless enough.
He says the women I've dated was younger than my daughters. And
that's
about my daughter's age, I'm 65. Okay, sir.
Congratulations, first of all.
Calm down, sir.
Getting them that young.
No. Your daughters have a point. If they're younger than your daughters, it's awkward. And if you do anything long term and you end up bringing these young women to family events, it's just gonna look crazy. Stop.
They could give him some more kids though.
Does he need to start over with the kid thing?
Well, it's not about him. It's about the girl. She might want some kids if they're younger.
With a man who might not be there for the later years of the child growing up?
When I was a teenager, my mom had a friend. Her name was Pam. Pam was dealing with this older guy who was on his last leg, like about to get up out of there. And all he wanted was to have a legacy child. He soon passed before the baby was even born. And he left all of his money to the boy. So the boy grew up, having, I guess, access to the money when he turned a certain age, but certain money was given to Pam to be able to take care of the kid throughout the years. And come to find out, the baby wasn't even his. That's a Detroit love story, guys.
It's a true story, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Speaking of baby not being yours, Autumn Reed's advice about that last meme from 6 Brown Chicks says, lie and say you went to the sperm bank because she didn't want to be lonely after he passed.
That's a good lie.
That is good, Autumn Reed.
That's all right.
That Autumn Reed.
But what happens when the guys?
She always got some good lies and they are quick.
That's true.
She could not be trusted.
What if the guy is like, no, that's my baby and I want to be in my baby life and petitions the court for a blood test?
Well, that depends on how close she let him be. Like, if you're cheating with somebody, do you let them know where you live? Do you let them come to your house? Can she just ghost this dude?
Well, if she didn't start auditioning people before this dude was even in the ground, I wouldn't doubt that she's had them in the house or if they know where they live.
I hope not. That's terrible.
Go again.
This is sad regarding this man. The Bible is real, Taisha says. You are right.
This has been a great episode.
It has been. We're not done. You try to lean back. We got somebody in the green room who still doesn't know how to clean their camera lens.
But this is blurry from here. Do me a favor.
I'm going to give you a chance. Sir, I don't know if you dropped your phone and scrubbed it in the cement on the street, but these last few episodes, sir, we can't see you, fam.
Get like some Kleenex or something and just wipe the lens of the camera.
Jiminy crickets. Okay, he's working it out. Okay, great. All right, we'll read one more until he comes back. And I want to tell you about a young lady who had, she's older. Mom, are you still in here? Mom, I'm about to tell something. My mom was on Facebook dating. And this older gentleman, he's 75.
Okay.
They've been talking a few times. He seemed cool. He's very, very good looking.
Oh.
She was on her way out to a store or something, and they have not met yet. And he said to her, can you pick me up a $20 GameStop gift card? I'll pay you back when I get my check. I don't have any money right now. And that was a red flag for my mom because she said, you don't have $20? And I'm thinking that if you get your first $20, you want to spend it on a GameStop gift card. This is not how you court a young lady. This is not how you court my mama. This is not okay. So I know you like video games. Now imagine yourself at 75. You're single again for whatever reason, and you're on Facebook dating. Do you fix your mouth to ask or to type? Fix your fingers to type. Can you pick me up a $20 GameStop gift card?
Here's the thing.
I think it was PlayStation 5 gift card, whatever.
Well, he's got good taste. Okay. Here's the thing. I feel like, one, you 75 playing video games, which is dope. That's dope. But I have not ever had anybody pay for my habits. You know what I mean? You have people, you pay for your own vices, man. 2, this is a little too early on to ask a woman to get you anything. 3, to not have $20 at 75 is outrageous.
It's sad. And it gives me an example of what kind of relationship they would have.
Yeah.
Let me see. Taisha said, old school elders never ask for money. They will ask to fix something or a breakfast date. I like that. Because old school people, they usually pride themselves on taking care of the woman, right? They usually pride themselves on fixing the things, like you said, paying the bills. I remember one of the stories I loved about his uncle is he said when he first met his the aunt that he eventually married, the first thing he did when they were dating was he went and bought some groceries and took him to her house. And I was like, yo, I love that, because I haven't had somebody do that when they recorded me. Just show up with groceries. But that's what old school players do. They're like, look, this is me showing you that I can take care of you. So if you're early in and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna need $20, I can't see it lasting.
But in hindsight, kind of presumptuous for him to show up to her house with some groceries, because you're just assuming what she liked.
That's what I was thinking when he said it, because if somebody couldn't do that for me, because I'm like, okay,
got you some chicken, got you some bread,
I'm gluten-free, I'm plant-based, I'm whole food, I don't do refined sugars, like I like sprouted wheat if it's anything. So it's like I'd be like, thank you, but do you have the receipts? Because I'm a new age chick. But what I'm seeing in these comments, Autumn Reed says somebody tried to scam Barboure. So you don't think this is an actual person. And this comment right here from Guy Tripp says Miss Barboure was mingling with a Nigerian.
What if? Because she hadn't met him yet, right?
Is this New York? What's not? Oh, a young Nigerian? Young Negro Nigerian? What's that stand for?
Yeah, you said right. So she hadn't met him yet, right?
In person, no.
It could have been a scam then. 75 asking for a GameStop gift card, and she gets it for him. Maybe he goes to return it, gets the money, or it's just a kid.
$20 is way too little of an amount to be a scam unless it's a child. Because what is an adult going to do with that unless it's a test to see, oh, she will do this for me, and let me give her some more. Which I have somebody that I talked to in my my other career.
I don't do all the FaceTimes. I can't do all that. We can meet up in person though in a couple of months. Go ahead.
Their dad is going through early onset dementia, and he's currently being scammed out of millions of dollars from somebody that he's not met, and more than one person. So it's a very real thing. My mom is constantly sending me emails of people that are telling her, click this, send that. And she's like, is this fake? Is this a scam? And I'm like, I'm so glad you didn't click it, Mom. You're absolutely right. So I really hate that our elders are being, attacked like this. But that's a good point. Thank you guys for saying that. I'm glad I shared that here. Mom, I want to see these messages you guys have had. I want to see if it's a child texting you. Have you ever had a FaceTime with this guy? Maybe it was a scam by a young kid just sitting home playing.
That's why I like the movie The Beekeeper.
That was a good
Felicia
movie.
Rashad got scammed, and then Jason Statham went after the people.
Yeah, we love that. We love that. Okay, let's see Lex, and then we'll get to our person in the room. His old A better get out and DoorDash to make that money before he asks a woman he's trying to date. I agree. I'd rather it be a scammer, actually, than for it to be a 75-year-old man, because where are his morals? And who taught him how to play PlayStation to the point where he's doing that all day?
Good for him.
I don't think I know anybody that old who knows how to play.
This is a different generation. Easy. You got to think. PlayStations came out 30 years ago.
Okay.
30 years ago, he was 40. You know what I mean? 45. So if he's 45, back then he's like, oh, what's this? or he could have been gaming ever since Nintendo and Atari, and then just continued.
But wasn't it like a joystick first,
That's
and
Atari.
a joystick with a button, and for it to be this big console now with all these little buttons and X's, it seems
what I'm
really
getting
difficult.
to is he might be the first of a long line of us that will still be playing games when we are that old.
Because you're letting me know that that's what's up when you're 75.
Yeah, if the games that I like are still getting made. First of all, this is what you gotta understand. I have been waiting for a Superman video game since the year 2000, a good one, because they came out with Superman Returns and it was good. That was Nintendo 64. I've been waiting for a Superman video game for 20 years. If it takes another 20 years for a Superman video game to come out, I'm playing it.
It will probably be in the Oculus type virtual reality.
That'll make me 50.
That'll be dope. Don't forget, you guys, if you have an Oculus, I'm one of the personas. My voice is mid-range personality, something like that. So listen to me while you play. Let's bring this person in here. Green Ranger has a question. What's a 75-year-old's name? Leroy Strickland Jr.
Leroy Strickland Jr. Hey, my name is Leroy Strickland Jr. What we like to do is I will get you cleared of any charges that you are ever going to encounter.
Thank you.
Leroy Strickland Jr.
Thank you, Green Ranger. Let me get this comment off the screen, and let's bring in our guest who has cleaned his...
Hey, I'm not doing this with you, man.
What happened to your phone in the last month? Why does it look like this now? Is this a different phone?
No, it's the same phone. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's been going on. My lighting in my room has just been
It's not the
blinding.
This is the lens.
The lens is, and you did wipe it from when we saw you in the background before. It was super cloudy. So this is actually an improvement, but I don't know what's going on. I love the green behind you. You're looking great. Skin is popping. Tell everybody where you're located and let us know what you like to say about relationships.
I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, and just two things. First off, you already know I'm coming.
Okay.
Ain't no doubt.
Okay.
Ain't no doubt. I'm gonna be there. Second thing is that I done had a lot of time, a lot of improvement on myself. Getting ready to take this driving test on April 15th. So
nice.
I'm getting there. I'm getting blessed all the way around. But my question about relationships is this: you're the greatest comedian I ever know, Tanjareen. And then CT is just the dopest person I know. So how does it feel to be the latest couple? The latest couple, yes. How does it feel to be the latest couple and be so influential to other people?
You know what's wild? Appreciate you saying that. That's very kind.
Thank you.
A lot of the people that we've been around over the past couple of weeks have been saying something similar. And I just take it with grace and gratitude. I don't even try to make sense of it anymore. I'm just like, thank you. Wow. You never know how people see you or how they digest what you are feeding them without knowing that you're serving it.
Bars. That's true. I mean, obviously, we're not trying to be, role models. We're not trying to impress anybody. We tell you over and over again on this show, we're not perfect. We are looking for advice about relationships. You guys don't give us any, but we are here to give and to receive.
They don't give us no.
And nobody gives us advice. So we are doing the best we can, and we are having fun doing it.
The blind lead the blind.
I think what helps us is that we like to laugh together, and we make each other laugh a lot, and that keeps us going no matter what. If I get on his nerves and he's really upset with me, I can easily just turn around and start twerking on him and making him laugh and frustrating him. But to be the latest couple, I don't know what it feels like because we're not trying. We're just grateful that you feel that way, and we thank you.
Look, the only advice I can give y'all is to continue to be yourselves, and you'll go far.
You have given us advice, Guy Tripp, and thank you, Cobra Tay. We will continue to be ourselves.
Thanks, Tay.
We appreciate that. Taisha says, is he on leave from the military? Looking at this phone. Guy Tripp says, it looks like you're in a 94 11th grade yearbook picture.
Hey! That's funny.
We've got to fix this. We've got to fix this. Lexi Lex says, Tay, you need to upgrade because this phone keeps doing you dirty. You have a job. You work a lot of hours. I know you can get the screen replaced or something, sir. You deserve it. You deserve it. Anything else before you get out of here?
No, just keep on supporting. I'm gonna keep on supporting y'all the way I do, and When I'm up,
hey, thank you for the cash app.
Let me ask you this. The camera that you're talking on is front facing, right?
Yeah. So
when you wiped the lens before, did you wipe the back lens or the front lens?
Front lens.
Oh, shit. All right, cool. All right, well, I'll talk to you soon, man. It's always a pleasure, my guy.
Bye, Cobra Tay.
Yeah, all right. Peace, y'all.
Funny.
My man.
Isaac says, Cobra Tay is right. Y'all are dope. Just happy to know. You read it, baby. My contacts are letting me down.
It's so good to see people in a happy, solid marriage. Definitely a role model couple. Wow.
That's so sweet.
Good times.
And we still together. All right, you guys. We're going to get out of here. We're going to dinner tonight. It's exactly been an hour. I will play the music that we created for our outro. That could be the intro, but I really like it. But I also want to tell you that I have a lot of shows in April. I will post my calendar on Instagram and Facebook by tomorrow at noon. I might do it tonight. But the first show is San Diego Laugh Factory with BT Kingsley. And then I have a 420 show because, you know, that's Easter, but it's also the day of cannabis. So I'm doing cannabis and comedy in downtown LA on 420. On 423, I'm in Sacramento at Punchline with my boy Lance Woods. On the 25th, I'm with EL Evan Lionel at the Savoy in Inglewood. And on the, I think I had something on the 28th or 29th. Oh, and I'm with Shantae Wayans on May 17th. And that lineup is fire too, because it's comedian CP, Lulu Rodriguez. What's her name? Gonzalez. I'm about to say Rodriguez. Lulu Gonzalez. I forgot who else, but the flyer is fire. But my baby's going out of town for.
Can I best perform? Good. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be with Desi Banks this weekend in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Savannah, Georgia.
It's so weird how you guys hop around like that.
Nothing is ever together. Like when you see cities, you would think like you do. We're gonna do Detroit and we're gonna do Chicago. He did like last weekend. He did Minneapolis and St. Louis. You're like, hey.
He did a city in Ohio, then went
Pittsburgh.
to Florida or something, and then another week later went to another city in Ohio. I'm like, who is scheduling this tour? Yeah. But I'm happy because Desi Banks is a really sweet guy.
He's so great.
He's super funny,
he's the
gracious.
Nicest guy in the world.
So yeah.
And he's so funny.
He's very funny. All right, I'll play this music. We'll get out of here. Thank you for doing the show. And more importantly, thank you for putting on this fantastic sweater.
Thanks for grabbing it.
So good.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Bye. Here's the theme song that you guys actually preferred over the other one. Let's see if it's playing.
Now marriage go round. It's Tanjareen and CT's marriage go round. Cause it's married things and things drop. Married things and things. The relationship podcast. Talking dating, marriage and romantic encounters. They don't always agree. Get the argument counter. On relationship means they'll dish. But guess what, y'all? They're monogamish. They're not like other couples, they're switching their flair. She gets on his nerves, but he ain't going nowhere. Come for the laugh, stay for the hair. It's Tanjareen and CT, the perfect pair. From the stage to the screen, they keep it tight. Married 5-14, that's right. Met in 2008, so the chemistry's real. Live streaming laughs, that's the deal. Marriage go round.
Hey, you like it, right?
It's Tanjareen and CT, marriage go round.
That's our outro, y'all. Make these comments. See y'all later.
Talking dating, marriage and romantic encounters. They don't always agree. Get the argument counter. Or relationship means they'll dish. But guess what, y'all? They're monogamish. They're not like other couples. They're switching their flair. She gets on his nerves, but he ain't going.
All right, bye.
That was great. Good time.